Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Real Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with another yet Draft League announcements. I know you guys can't get enough of Draft League content, and I hope you guys are excited for some more. But if you guys can, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Real Shocker crew today, because you be real annoyed like king of the crew. Also, again, sorry if you hear the air conditioner, which even now I listen back, I don't think I hear it actually, which is pretty good. But we are back in Ltpl, which is the low-tier Pokemon League. And there's a history with this league. This was one of the first leagues I made playoffs, but I didn't commit to the playoffs because of real-life stuff that happened. Then, for one season, I took over a team for about 2-3 weeks. The season ended, and there was no way I was going to make playoffs. I lost, and I left the league again. Then I've done maybe 1 or 2 leagues with them, and I leave in the middle. So, I've never technically completed a actual full season of this league. I am here to change that. I want to have some fun. I want to stop stressing over this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I want to go back to having some fun. And I want to prove to Eon Hydro that I don't quit out of the league just because the stuff is important. I'm going to commit to this league 100%, and how I'm going to commit to it is I'm going to upload Draft League content. So, let's just go ahead and we actually have 2 divisions, the Nido Kings and Nido Queens. Nido Kings are probably like some of the best average skill level. The lowest of the lowest is kind of like your D-League slash kind of rookie, but also they know what they're doing players. There are some former champions in the Nido Queens division, so that doesn't mean they're all people that don't know what they're doing. But we were put in the Nido Kings division, and we were pick number 9, and I kid you not, we were 1 pick away from Nido King. I would have 100% been Nido King, but they were like, basically it's tier 3 below, technically labeled RU and below Mons and stuff like that. So there was 18 points. We had 110 points. The 18s were basically the King, Queen, Hatterene, Moltres, Hatterene, Heracross, and Metagross, stuff like that. I wouldn't mind getting Metagross, which was really good, but somehow, some way, one of the Nidos actually landed to me, and I actually decided to grab Shan, aka my Nido Queen, for my first pick. Now, the main reason I drafted Nido Queen was, for one, I never got to use Nido Queen again. For those that may not remember my old channel, Real Shocker the 96 Hedgehog, or no, Real Shocker 96, or Friller 96, whatever I used to have it as, I actually did a Gen 2 below league, and Nido Queen was on my team. That league technically did not finish, but I finished overall first in overall standings, and that league completely stopped right before playoffs. That was also deemed my first championship by forfeit, which I hate to this day that it is. And Nido Queen was technically on that championship team. Nido Queen didn't do too much for the team that it was going to do, but nonetheless, it still put in the work I wanted to do. And I decided to go for it again because I've never drafted it ever since, and I really want to give it another try. Nido Queen, what it gives me is a Stealth Rock or Toxic Spike user, but more importantly, it gives me one of the best mons to use offensively with Sheer Force. This guy gives me a mixed attacker, a really good bulky mon, access to Choice Scarf, Salt Vest, Black Sludge. I like their defensive sets, offensive sets. There's a lot of good utility options with Nido Queen here, and I'm really excited to try her out again. Again, it's been a really, really long time since I've used Nido Queen, and I'm really excited to try it out again. Another mon that I feel like I've never drafted before, even though I have, I think, like once or twice, I never kind of had the chance to grab again. That is Vaporeon. Vaporeon is such a great water type, and we're naming it Mystique. I know some people will remember the old nickname if you are a member of the old channel, but I'm not going to go into that type of thing because it's no longer needed. But we have Vaporeon here, our Mystique. And the reason why I grabbed it is it does give me a lot of physical defensive wall, but as you see later on, I do draft some really good physically defensive options and defensive walls and stuff like that. But what this gave me was a special wall. This gave me a built-in physical wall. This gave me a built-in defensive monster that a lot of people have to prep for, because we can run Heal Bell, Wish, Protect, Scald, Haze. This mon just really does it all. It can really be a fantastic defensive mon. Pivoting is also really good. Drive Baton Passing is also really good as well. It's just a really great mon. Up next, we've only used this mon one time, and I never finished the league when I was in when I had this, so this is going to be the first time we're using Scrafty, and I personally think Scrafty is a really good fighting type. I figured if I was going to get a dark type, I wanted it to be something I can always see myself be able to somewhat bring against both these psychics. The fairy weakness is a bit of problematic, and you can see that our team doesn't really handle fairy that well. But I think I've got some ways to make fairy mons not as common and as threat as me. And plus, a lot of people didn't draft a lot of good, strong fairies like Rabambi and stuff. So I'm still feeling pretty confident with this team. I'm really looking forward to this team. But back to Scrafty. Scrafty gives me a lot of options. It gives me runs Shudskin stats. Intimidate is also really, really good on this Pokemon. Moxie, if I can get the set wrong with this as well. A fantastic defensive Pokemon's back burner a lot of the time. They can really put in the work. That half of this team, the first play used up every single transaction I had to change up this team the way it was beforehand. But with this team, I know, pun intended, but I feel a little more comfortable with it, and I think I can have some fun with it. So that's really nice. But of course, if it's low tier, I gotta draft the mascot of the Iowa Jolteons. Jolteon, Frill Shock, you know I love this thing. I haven't used it in such a long time. And I understand this Mon in Generation 8 it's terrible. Just shut up, okay? I understand. But this Pokemon works really well because it can set up rain, it can set up Sunny Day. It actually can set up Sunny Day. I did not know. Can I do hail? No, it cannot do hail. Can I do sandstorm? Can't do sandstorm. So I can actually set up hail because I can get access to Weather Ball, which is a really good one. Basically, the Weather Ball is like the Hidden Power Ice, Hidden Power Fire of the generation. Now, if I can actually get predictions going on with that, I can actually build Jolteon to be very offensive, very creative. And I am looking forward to using Jolteon again. I'm really excited to have my boy back. I've not used him in so long, and I'm really excited to have Jolteon back on my team. Up next, of the 5, by the way, the reason I kept them all was bulk, offense, mascot, of course, and then bulk like this. But up next we have is Mesprit. And Mesprit, by the way, this is DLC. Mesprit gets Nasty Plot now, and it's going to be fun. Mesprit I have used before, and Mesprit I've actually been pretty comfortable using. I have been leaning more towards Azelf as my favorite, but I still do love Mesprit. I haven't used Uxie yet, so I don't know. But Mesprit I like a lot because it gives me really good defensive options, gives me Healing Wish for my team, gives me really good defense, gives me a nice base 80 speed. Again, with a Galar Dex speed tiers, 80 base is actually pretty decent and pretty good. And it just gives me a good mod that also pivot around with U-turn, a defensive option, Calm Mind options. There's a lot of good utility, and it gives me another stealth rocker for this team. Up next, I don't know what happened. Up next, we got Tarzan, Rillaboom, and I want to state this right now. Grassy Surge was banned. That's why this one was 8 points. I still think it's a little bit of a steal for 8 points, but I'll take it. Rillaboom gives me base 85, which helps me give me another higher speed tier between Jolteon, Shan, and my Mesprit. But it's looking at really good option speed control. This mod really can just do a good amount of stuff for a team. I'm really looking forward to trying Rillaboom. I've never fully used Rillaboom. I will plan to probably use it when it gets the Grassy Surge ability, but I definitely wanted to use it for this purpose because it's just a good Pokemon nonetheless. Up next, we're bringing back a legend. For those who don't know, from my old channel, Sunday was a legend. I picked up a 6-0 in one league against my good buddy Wylander, and he did not like it. He got Kate eat him, so. But what I got with Slurpup is it gives me Unburden Mon, which is really, really good. It also gives me Sticky Web options as well. And it gives me actually a decent Mon to Calm Mind Web, special sets, which I might actually need to start Divulging, because I always primarily use the Belly Jump set because it's always really good. But I might have to start Divulging into some special sets. It does get access to Cotton Guard for any potential setup shenanigans as well, if I really wanted to do that situation as well. This Pokemon is really interesting. I'm really happy to have Sunday back. She's ready to put in the work. Up next, I drafted him on in WC, never got to brought it, except it was going to be brought for Zippy until Zach wanted trades. I'm bringing him this time, and I don't know why, I'm just having this weird ick to really want to try Avalok after I was building that one set for Zippy. So we're bringing Avalok, which gives me my physically defensive wall. Again, if I can run as Assault Vest, it's great. It gets access to Recover, which is also really good. It gives me access to Body Press, Avalanche, it gives me Rapid Spin support. It is somewhat my only way to remove hazards, I know, but I don't care. It's a good option I'm on, and I really think it could really love a team. And I'm really excited to try out the Ice Table. I'm really excited. Up next, welcome to the Krusty Krab. We've got Crustle, and you really start looking at this pattern with Sticky Webs now. Crustle Shell Smash under Webs is no joke. Sturdy is optional, and Heavy Duty Boots is really great as well. But basically, when Crustle's just a Shell Smash, this thing can just go into town. And I've never used Crustle. I've actually really tried to try this Mon out. Also, for some reason I want to see... Okay, didn't get too far. But up next I grab Golurk, Optimus Prime, just ground type I needed, Ghost type so spin blocking, but yeah, it gives me a decent defensive amount, offensive amount as well. But that's me, the team, guys. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm Phil Chuck, etc. I'll see you guys later.